Hi, I'm Marina with Litmaps, here to explain why you might find papers in the Litmaps app that appear to be missing citations or references. Here's an example paper in the Litmaps app. The paper is Attention is All You Need by Vaswani, 2017. In Litmaps, it has 50,400 citations. But if I pull this up in Google Scholar, I find that the citation count is over 100,000. Why are these counts so different, and what does it mean? The first step to consider when you're comparing citation counts is to understand how different citation counts are calculated. So sources like Google Scholar, Scopus, Web of Science, and Litmaps all might have different citation counts because of how they're being calculated, what resources they're using, and databases. The Google Scholar citation count, for example, tends to be slightly higher than what you would expect or what you see in other places. This is because of how they calculate these numbers. This paper, for example, analyzes the differences between Web of Science, Scopus, and Google Scholar when it comes to citation count. And as they write here, Google Scholar tends to duplicate citations. So if different versions of a paper cite an original paper, those will count as multiple citations and not just one. That's a core difference why the Litmaps count tends to be much less than Google Scholar's, because we are counting each paper uniquely. Each of these 50,000 citations refers to a single individual source, whereas in Google Scholar, those citations are coming from many papers which are actually pointing to the same source. As you can see, the citation count on Google Scholar is simply calculated differently and based on different measures. If I compare my citation count to that on Scopus, so this is the same paper but pulled up on the Scopus search, I find it has 54,919 citations. That's much closer to the count I see in Litmaps at 50,000. So that probably indicates they're also using a unique match system like ours. But still, these citation counts are different. One of the core reasons that you can't find a paper or a citation isn't showing up in Litmaps has to do with versioning. So when a paper goes through the publication process, it's first often a preprint, and then it's a peer-reviewed publication, and then it might come out again and again through revisions. Each of these papers might have different DOIs, and they're correlated with different versions. For our example paper, Attention is All You Need, it has 87 different versions. If articles cite or reference the other versions of this paper that we don't have in Litmaps, then we're not going to pick those up as connections. Citations might also not come up because of a few other reasons. That can include if the paper doesn't have open access metadata or if the paper is extremely recent. I cover all these reasons in depth in our other video on why there are missing papers in Litmaps. So check it out to learn more about those reasons why the citation counts might not be matching up. If you also notice that the reference counts are off between papers in Litmaps and other sources, the reasons will also be similar to why there are missing papers and why there are missing citations. The good news is the recommendations are still really useful despite the citation counts not being 100% matched to every other source you'll find online. The reason deals with how recommendations are calculated and how robust this process is to the citations and references we have available. Litmaps calculates recommendations using the local citation network of any inputted papers. This means that for any paper you pass into Litmaps or a whole set of papers, for each input, Litmaps will look at all of that paper's citations and references. From among this network, Litmaps will then search for the most interconnected articles. This is also what makes the algorithm robust to any differences in reference and citation counts you might find. For example, for this Attention is All You Need paper, it has 50,000 citations and 4 references cataloged in the Litmaps app. So with the top shared citations and references algorithm, Litmaps will review each of these articles. Litmaps will then calculate the most interconnected and relevant papers. Those are the papers that we see recommended on the map in these hollow dots. We can also hone in deeper on our specific topic by using special date filters and keyword matches. I hope this helps explain why you might see different citation and reference counts on the Litmaps app compared to other sources you'll check out. To learn more about Litmaps and using it for your literature review and research, check out our other YouTube videos and give us a follow on LinkedIn and Twitter. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.